You dance, disco. Da, 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 da.
was the one to judge. You said you've had enough and that you really wanna be with me. What you get is more than what you see. At first you struck me like any other girl that I could find. When you looked me in the eyes, I knew that this was right. You're a pretty girl with a pretty name, but I'm pretty sure that you're not the same. Feels like you read my mind, and there's more than meets the eye. With you, with you, with you, oh, with you, with you, with you, oh. I was the one to judge. You said you've had enough and that you really wanna be with me. What you get is more than what you see. At first you struck me like any other girl that I could find. When you looked me in the eyes, I knew that this was right. You're a pretty girl with a pretty name, but I'm pretty sure that you're not the same. Feels like you read my mind, and there's more than meets the eye. Pretty girl with a pretty name, but I'm pretty sure that you're not the same. Feels like you read my mind, and there's more than meets the eye. With you, with you, with you, oh, with you, with you, with you, oh. I'm glad that I found you, and that you will stick around too. Show me who you are. Now we come so far. I can't be without you, and I know I never have to. Show me who you are. Now we come so far. You're a pretty girl with a pretty name, but I'm pretty sure that you're not the same. Feels like you read my mind, and there's more than meets the eye. Pretty girl with a pretty name, but I'm pretty sure that you're not the same. Feels like you read my mind, and there's more than meets the eye. Pretty girl with a pretty name, but I'm pretty sure that you're not the same. Feels like you read my mind, and there's more than meets the eye. With you, with you, with you, oh, with you, with you, with you, oh, with you, with you, with you, oh, with you, with you, with you, oh. Feelings for you. Feelings for you.
Welcome to episode 318 of the Geeks for the Win podcast, the tech and gaming podcast from thegeeksforthewin.com, where we cover all things geeky. I'm your host, William McDonald, and I'm joined with my co-host, Stuart.
known across the internet as Casual Terror.
Alrighty, we're back. Probably gonna be a shorter show because I could not find a lot of news to talk about.
I found stuff. So, a
What have you
couple
been up
things.
to,
I found a
Stuart?
couple things. Just kind of get right into it. I've I'm distracted myself. I have the past couple episodes. I have been on a rant about a certain game, and that I wasn't going to play the game for a while. Well, I've been playing the game
A lot.
a bit. I don't want to say a lot, a bit, because I haven't played it all today.
Oh, you haven't played it all today. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Which
I have the day off. I had the day off today, so I had all day to play it, and I didn't.
okay.
Classes are back in Realm Royale, kind of. Last Friday there was a developer stream, and they announced the classes way back. I'm like, okay, that was what I was waiting for. I'm jumping back in. I actually jumped in and started playing before classes were back. Just kind of get how things played now and stuff. And it's not bad. It's okay. There's definitely some things that used to happen that don't anymore, and things that happen now that didn't used to happen. Like, something I kind of like is that the characters are actually saying things when stuff happens. Like when they jump out, there's a like woohoo or yippee or this never gets old. That kind of stuff.
Can other people hear that though?
Your teammates can. So it's not just all of a sudden 50 some people going yippee all at once. No, but your teammates can hear it. And also like whenever you loot an epic, they'll say, hey, yeah, epic found, or there's like 5 lines for each thing, different reads. And that I kind of like that, because you get hit by a bullet or whatever, and all of a sudden your characters just yell under fire, and your teammates automatically know, hey, I'm being hit. So yeah, that's kind of cool. And another thing they changed is how the chests work. They did this a while back. I remember reading about it. Because like, if I loot a chest, you can actually come up right behind me and loot it again. So like, chests are lootable for teams. So like if we go into an area that somebody's already been, there will still be loot there for us, because it will, you can't reloot the same chest yourself, but anybody else can, that kind of a thing. Except for potion chests, those can only be looted once. And that's kind of nice, because it definitely adds more loot into the game in general, just as a whole. Which is nice, because they took down how many shards you get from disenchanting, which means that, hey, I've maybe used the forge maybe 10% of the games that I've played. Because one, I just don't have enough shards at the time, and two, there's actually a rotating number of forges that are up, because not all forges are up at the same time anymore, or in the same match, I should say. So that's kind of annoying, but I find myself not using a forge at the beginning of a match anymore anyway. So, but yeah, like I said, classes are back, and they're back in a different way. Instead of like they're keeping with the everybody can use everything. It's just the classes are better at using their stuff than other people. So like, you know, a hunter can use a blink, or no, that's actually a bad example. A hunter could use a concussion grenade, but if an assassin uses it, the cooldown is shorter. Or you know, when an assassin uses a heirloom rifle, you actually do more damage with it and actually get a bonus to headshots, which I've become quite good at lately. And another change they made since I played was chickens are faster than they used to be. They used to be slower than you know than the players. Now they're faster.
Yeah, I saw you streaming, and you had an interesting little incident.
Yeah, that's happened to me a couple times. That's not the first time that happened, and it wasn't the last time that happened. There are a lot of people on Reddit complaining about it, but I think it's fine, because when it happens to you, you're fine with it. You're fine with running away and coming back from chicken form. But when it happens to an enemy, that's annoying as fuck. And there's no armor in the game anymore. Now it's just, you know, you just don't start with full armor. You just have to drink potions to get your armor maxed. But that instead of, they actually replaced it with a rune system, which actually adds some of the passive stuff you can just pick up, like a 10% to headshots. You can pick that up. So when an assassin picks that up, it's actually like 20% to headshots. So the abilities actually do stack. But there's a couple for chickens. One being that you're actually 50% faster than normal, which means you fucking book. Like, there's no chance of catching you if you don't have a weapon that can hit them reliably. They're gone. And then if you add back, if you add that to a minus 10 seconds to be in a chicken, that actually does it in half. So that actually helps. It's kind of ridiculous in some ways. We're not affiliated or partnered, so there's no subbing on this stream.
Yeah, it's just following.
There's just following. Because I haven't hit the ability to become an affiliate, which I don't know if I want to be. I've thought about that. The only thing I'm missing, though, is having enough people watching at the same time. That's it. That's all I'm missing. Anyway, playing Realm Royale again, and I'm having a blast. And I've been streaming a lot lately. I will not stream it as often. You know, I've been streaming a lot lately because of, you know, I've been playing it and just wanting to stream it. But there is definitely a downside. And that's matches have timers in between them. Like there's like a 5-minute timer before a match starts.
That's brutal.
See, you think about that, but it's a countdown to you're all but guaranteed to start a match. To where before you could wait 10 to 15 minutes before the match started.
I mean, just because it's better doesn't mean it's still good. Like,
it has to be that way because of the low player count. That's all that is.
and I mean, and yeah, I guess they're just that's the bad position to be in because it's gonna keep the player count kind of low unless they can, like, it's weird. It's a weird.
It doesn't help. I mean, what keeps a player count low is it being high res, and high res is known for fucking things up. Like they've fucked up every single game that they've put out. According to fans, I should say. But on the dev stream though, they actually announced that the guy who is known for coming in and fixing Smite and coming in and fixing Paladins is now coming to the Realm Royale team. So
That's good. I like Smite. I've enjoyed Smite.
right, but you haven't played it enough to know when it got fucked up. I didn't know it got fucked up in the past because apparently it did. It got fucked up big time. So you don't know when that happened or even but it happened. But it's kind of fixed apparently, according to people who play Smite all the time. It's kind of back. So, but that was a while ago that they did that. But that guy is coming to the Realm Royale team, so hopefully he'll keep the CEO from making any more changes that will fuck up the game. Hopefully. That's kind of it for that's kind of all I got to say about Realm Royale. The other thing I've been doing is I've actually been listening to a couple new podcasts that I want to talk about on this show.
Okay.
One is Wolverine the Long Night, which I highly recommend. It's done by Marvel and with an affiliation with Stitcher, which unfortunately for that,
You have to have like the Stitcher Premium or something, right?
if you want to listen to all the episodes right now. But they are actually releasing the other episodes as it weekly now. There are only 10 episodes, and they're up to episode 5. So in about 5 weeks, the whole thing should be out. I think they're on episode 5 came out this week. So if you wait 5 more weeks and download the whole thing, you can just binge it all, and you're all good. Because before you had to have the Stitcher Premium, whatever. Which hey, if you're using Stitcher to listen to if you're listening to Stitcher for this podcast, we recommend something else. Don't use Stitcher.
There we go. Yep. Okay. I just downloaded it on my podcast app.
Excellent. It's pretty good. It's like it's an audio drama, in the way that oh shit, what was
We're
the name of that?
alive.
We're alive. Yeah, it's just like that.
Yeah, I heard about this a while ago. Actually, I think when
this actually came out, on Stitcher back in May, and they've been talking about it for a while now. But yeah, it's pretty good. I'm actually kind of gonna wait to listen to the rest until they're all out. So,
Gotcha.
and another podcast I've been listening to lately is the Myths and Legends podcast, which is pretty cool. It's a English major who basically he finds the closest thing to the original story of certain legends and myths and tries to tell that. So, like the original tale, Hercules has a lot of tales, but you know, the one of his 12 or 10 that's debated. What were they called? Trials? No, not trials.
Yeah, the Trials of Hercules.
Something like that. Yeah, I don't think they used the word trial. But yeah, that he tells that story. He tells the one of the one I actually just listened to recently was the one of the Ice Queen.
The Labors of Hercules.
Labors, that's what they called it. Labors. Of the Ice Queen, the one that Frozen is based off of, and how Disney got Frozen from that is beyond me.
I mean, they've taken a lot of stuff and have made it their own. I've never seen Frozen.
They took that. I haven't either, but I can tell you the story of Frozen because it was so popular at the time that you could not know the story of Frozen around there. But nothing in what he tells is anything remotely close to what Disney had, which is baffling to me. But yeah, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good podcast. I recommend that as well. The Myths and Legends podcast.
Okay.
That's kind of it for me. Oh wait, no. I got something to show. Not really to show, but this will be good for even our audio listeners. I've been messing with the audio with my mic audio and the audio on OBS kind of all week long. And I started messing with VSTs, which is, I looked it up. What does VST stand for? It stands for Virtual Studio Technology. And you know, OBS you can use VSTs, but I've been actually using a VST host, which, by the way, that a VST host is used for making music, and so it doesn't do what I want it to do because it doesn't work that way. But anyway, one of the things that one of the VSTs I've been playing with can actually get rid of the jet engine that I live in. Like, Will knows about this. You can hear it while I'm talking. There's a background sound to me, and I can actually turn this on, and I can get rid of that background sound, but I sound tinny. And the past couple streams I've had this on. I don't know if I would rather have this tin or the background sound. I don't know yet. But it definitely it gets rid of the background sound, which is awesome. Another thing it can do, I've actually turned myself on so I can hear myself. So I'm going to speech stream myself. So give me a minute. I can do reverb and give myself an echo. Echo.
Okay then.
Also, I can change
The pitch of the
Okay, so
like
it's
sound harmonic.
Or, like a worm.
Or I can auto tune my voice to sound like the space sphere from Portal 2. Space. Gotta go space. 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 Gotta go space. I think it's hilarious.
I mean, yeah, it's I guess.
Or the somewhat close to the turret. The turret. That word sounds wrong using this.
I really don't know what to say. Like,
it's more toys for me to play with.
yeah, I guess, yeah, that's true.
But yeah, I can do stuff like that, and it's fun. I've also been playing with those. I know that like the portal turret and the space sphere, not how they were used. That's not how they were created. That's not what they did to make those voices. But it's close enough. And I'll turn that off. And it uses up definitely some CPU.
Yeah, and it was CPU is what you're.
CPU is yes.
That's like the bottleneck for you.
And actually getting encoding error. Hopefully this still sounds good. Close the program now. Okay.
You sound yeah. Oh yeah, your stream's kinda
Through Discord. It's the stream. Okay. Should be back now. And I should be fine. Let's see. Wait for the stream to
it's loading, yeah.
catch up with me. And I should be fine now. Yes, I am. Okay, back on stream. Yeah, that's definitely downside to using what I just used with what I have right now. Is it can overload things and make them not work well. But that's it for me. What about you? What have you been up to?
I've been sick and in bed watching
you
stuff
have.
mostly. I'm still kind of sick, like nose is like running like constantly, and I'm like having to mute the mic and blow my nose and stuff like that. But
you know what? I was actually thinking that you were actually still sick today, and I was actually about to order pizza when about 5:55 when I realized, oh wait, we might be streaming today, and looked at the show notes and realized that they have been updated. I'm like, oh, we're streaming today.
yeah, so I was like, I could suffer through the stream. I'm not too bad off, but anyways, yeah. So haven't been playing a lot. Little bit of Destiny, but even Destiny, like it's kind of cool because they released a dungeon last week. Which is like a three person raid.
Okay.
And it's kind of funny because you're able to like cheese the whole thing, basically. Like
Okay,
there's
well,
ways. There's
your Destiny is known for having ways to get around their dungeons.
like literally the first like two encounters you can. There's ways where you can like one person or you where it's like okay the host. Is it okay the host dies and then wait no the person who's not the host dies. They go to change character in the settings, and then the person who's the host dies, and then they do a countdown of the like timer, like the respawn timer that respawns everyone.
Hmm.
Um, and the person who's not the host, they leave or they do the change characters, which will leave, which disconnects them at the certain time, and then it despawns everything, and then you're able to just get the rewards. Pretty much for the first two encounters.
Okay.
And there's like three main encounters. So um you can do the same thing for the third encounter, kinda, but it just gets rid of the small little enemies. It doesn't get rid of the like the big boss enemies. But yeah, it's kind of fucked. Like the fact that you can do that. Um
Yeah.
was it we
That's
did the first encounter, which was kind of fun. It was like it's this big giant kind of like maze almost like area where there's different symbols and you got to find enemies to kill, and then once you kill those enemies there's there's little enemies, and then there's like a little boss. Once you kill that, then you have to go to or there will be a symbol that shows you the next location you have to go to, and then you have to find that location, and you keep doing that I guess till you get through all the locations. um and so that's kind of interesting. There's another one where it's like this giant ogre, and you got to kill these wizards, and it's like really hard content too. Like the difficulty was insane. Like when we first tried it, we were just dying left and right, and pretty, we weren't too low light levels, or at least two of us weren't. Um, but anyways, then we came back a few days later. I got some crazy drops. Like I got all the drops I needed pretty much. And I'm like so high light level right now. It's ridiculous. Um and I still haven't even done the raid. That's what makes it even crazier. We're hopefully going to do the raid this tonight maybe. I don't know. It just depends if we can get enough people who are wanting to, because there's a lot of people who are like, oh, I'm not high enough to do it, and it's like, yeah, you are. The people who did the raid day one, they were lower than what you are now. So just you maybe you just are skillful enough to do it. That could be a thing, but it's like a lot of people that we know, it's like, yeah, you're high enough to do it. It's possible, um but yeah, it was kind of fun. Apparently that's only available like there's like I guess it seems like there's a 3-week cycle for Destiny 2 now, where it's like the Dreaming City area, which is like the new patrol area. It gets more corrupted each week, and then the third week it's like at its most corrupted, and that's when the dungeon comes out, and the world has more like more of the taken enemies and stuff like that. And so it's it's definitely something new that to Destiny, having like a cycle where the world goes through changes and then reverts back, and then it starts it over again. um but I don't know, I'm since I am such a highlight level, and I'm just kind of like I just there's I'm kind of losing the will to play. Like,
okay.
because once I get to max, light level, what else is there to do? I mean, they just came out and they said there's not going to be any hard mode or prestige raid. So that, that kind of sucks considering I haven't even done the raid yet. So, you know, there's always been like a hard mode raid. So that's really kind of weird. There's not going to be one this go around. But yeah, just haven't really been playing much which is weird cuz I just got an SSD for my Xbox.
Really?
It's not a crazy one. I found one on Amazon. It was like 40 bucks for 256 gig, which I'm like, cuz the thing with Destiny, and it's the same with a few other games, which I'm only using this for certain games that are like these load times are ridiculous. I can't bear this. Like sometimes it would take me 2 minutes to load into something in Destiny. Like granted, I'd be playing with people who were on the 1X. They'd be loaded in like at least a minute before I was. And it's like
Yeah, okay.
that's kind of, and I was using an external hard drive too, so
Right.
um so my load times are a lot faster now. I'm loading in. Okay, so I was playing with two people. They both have 1Xs. One has the game installed on the internal, and one has it installed on the external. I'm loading in faster than the person who on the 1X installed on the internal, and then like I'm
Damn.
loading at the same time as the person with the external. So that's kind of great. Like it's saving it, going from 2 minutes to like sometimes 40 something seconds. Like I've done some tests and stuff like that. It's, cutting my load times in half is great. It's fantastic because, it's been a pain having to hear people like, "Oh, we got to wait for Will to load." Yeah, okay. This isn't fun for me either, so but not having to deal with that is amazing. It's a small drive, like I said, 256 gigs, but that's enough to hold, a few games. And like I said, I just plan on it holding certain games, and if I'm like, okay, I'm kind of done with Destiny for a bit, I'll switch, I'll put Destiny on my other external, my external hard drive, not SSD. So I have like, what is it? I have like PUBG on there if I ever play that, which I don't really expect to, but it's like 14 gigs, so it's like nothing.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a 500 gig external. I'm like, I've got everything installed. I don't have a reason. Even the games I don't play and never plan on playing ever again, they're installed. Just cause I can.
Yeah, I got Fortnite, which that's like 12 gigs too. Um,
Well, in a couple weeks, you can use 100 of that gigs for Red Dead.
Red Dead. Yeah, it's like 104, right?
Something like that, yeah. It's a lot.
That is a lot, and I'm wondering if that's like, is that like with all the 4K stuff?
It has to be.
Is it going to be smaller for the people without the X?
Do they differentiate?
I mean, I can't imagine they'd make you download all the X enhanced stuff, right? If you don't have an X?
I don't know. They better start, the download process Monday. They'll have, like, oh, you can preload now, and maybe you'll be ready by the time it comes out Friday.
They're normally good about letting you pre-download it early. Yeah, but
it's usually like a day or two. I think you might need.
yeah.
I think you might need a whole week for that.
I mean, for me, I got fast internet, so
Oh yeah, I do too. I do too.
it wouldn't be an issue. But yeah, that's a lot. Yeah. So games like
Okay, well,
that, you know,
I'll
I
put it
don't
this
know.
way: I've got fast internet, but my Xbox doesn't like to use all of it. It's like, oh yeah, I can, yeah, I can see that your download speed is 500 megabytes, but I'm gonna download it too.
Yeah, I've done some
It's like,
stuff. Like I don't know if it.
I don't know how to fix that, and there's nothing like, oh, just go in your router site. No, my router's fine. It's
I mean,
my Xbox.
if you open certain ports to your router for Xbox, I've done that.
I've done that.
Okay, yeah, I've
No,
done that. And
like I've done that, and I'm set to. And for some reason, I cannot unset myself from strict NAT. I cannot open up my NAT for some reason.
that's bad.
It's not affect me in any way, but it just said it's strict. Okay, what's your restricting?
I mean,
Nothing. Okay.
have you tried being in like a party with people on the
Oh
actual
yeah.
Xbox?
Oh yeah.
On the actual
Oh,
Xbox, not the Xbox app on Windows.
why would I do that?
Okay, I'm just saying could be that's where it would be an issue.
Again, why would I do that?
I don't know. Sometimes I don't want to run my computer. I don't have to.
My computer's always on.
Gotcha.
Plus, I don't know where my mic is. Put it that way. I have no idea where my
Oh, okay. But yeah, so it's been great whenever I've played a little bit here and there. But I've just been like, I got on last night, or I got on the last 2 nights, and I'm like, no, I'm just gonna, like, was it Wednesday night? I was like, I got on, I saw there wasn't really anybody on, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna go watch some TV. And Thursday night, I got on. There was some people on, and I was just like, okay, I played a match of this, I played a match of that. I'm gonna go watch some TV. So I don't know. I just, like I said, I've been not feeling good, so it's like just gonna lay in bed and watch TV. Sounds good. But that's about it. I'm haven't really been doing much.
Cool. That's fine. That's fine. Like you've been sick. That's perfectly understandable. I guess we can get into the news.
Yep. What do you got?
Well, a study came out recently that said that piracy has actually been increasing lately. Where past couple years it's been down since before like Netflix really took off and Hulu, and then it's actually been kind of a lot lower. But with the rise of things like CBS All Access, the DC Universe stuff, and a lot of different companies making their own streaming service that you have to subscribe to, piracy's back on the rise. And I wonder why.
I mean, nobody wants to pay for companies' services like CBS All Access.
Sure, yeah, like why would I want to pay that much money just to watch the Star Trek that I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna like, and then I just nothing else on CBS I want to watch at all. So nah, I'd rather do something. I'd rather get it another way. And Like, take the DC stuff. Titans, I might watch Titans, but I'm not gonna pay for it. I'm definitely with this. I'm I kind of agree with this. Saying, hey, all these, we want one place to watch all this stuff, or one, one, two, maybe even three, not 25. Stop.
Yeah, I did the free trial of the DC one, and there's not enough compelling content. Like, it doesn't have, like, what was it? It doesn't have, you can't watch like Wonder Woman on there, or Man of Steel if you for some reason want to, or Batman v It doesn't have all those movies. It's got like the old Superman 1 through 4 movies. I think it's got The Dark Knight and Batman Begins, but it doesn't have The Dark Knight Rises,
Wait, what? Okay. You know
which
what?
is kind of weird.
Recently, I actually watched the Dark Knight stuff because it was on it's on Netflix, but Rising isn't. Like, Dark Knight Rising is not streaming anywhere.
I mean, that's weird, but that's that's on Netflix, not on the company who created its streaming platform.
No, it's not. You have to rent or buy it. You can't watch it.
That's the weird thing. Yeah. I've been wanting to watch The Dark Knight again because, man, it's such a gorgeous movie to watch on a nice HD TV. Like, I've actually been thinking about that, popping my Blu-ray in and watching it. Like, the scene that gets me is when, like, he infiltrates was it in China, the tower. You see the skyscraper, and you see that's just the scene that I remember watching in IMAX. And actually, no, I didn't see it in IMAX, sadly, because we didn't have IMAX then. But I remember watching it and being like in theaters and being like, "Oh my god, this is amazing." And then watching it at home in Blu-ray, thinking, this is amazing. Like, oh my god. But yeah, it doesn't have everything you think it would. And it's very, it's kind of limited. It doesn't have all the the animated stuff either, like all the animated movies. It has it has some of the newer ones and there's some of the older ones, and that's it. But it doesn't, it's like,
Yeah,
you think they,
it's a mix match.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's kind of weird.
Yeah, and that new Titans is coming out on there.
Next year.
I saw a trailer. It was a teaser, really, for a Harley Quinn.
Oh yeah, was it Kaylee Kuko is playing?
Yeah.
Is voicing? Yeah. Next year's when the real content's going to come out for it. Like, Titans is the only thing coming out this year, I think.
I want to say I thought Young Justice was coming out.
I think that's coming out early next year. Was it that Doom Patrol show? Seems, I don't know much about Doom Patrol, but
I just know that Beast Boy was part of it.
Looks like,
That's all I know.
What I've seen about casting, it could be interesting. Let's see. It's the IMDb have who's going to be in it.
Yeah, I'm not quite. Oh, I didn't think I realized that they had comics actually available on there.
Yeah, like certain comics. that curated, that they've curated for, yeah, whatever, that's okay. Yeah, okay. The Doom Patrol is gonna have Alan Tudyk, Brendan Fraser, Timothy Dalton, and then I think it was just announced Matt Bomber is gonna be in it.
One name
He
I
was
don't know.
the dude from what's that show called? White Collar. The
Oh,
USA
that dude.
show.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Which, man, I love White Collar. It's so good. He was in other stuff too. Like,
Yeah,
But-
yeah.
yeah. So it's gonna be, I'm interested because one, I don't know much about Doom Patrol, so it could have that Guardians of the Galaxy effect, where you don't know a lot about it. So if they take liberties with it, it's not gonna skew your opinion.
Right.
So I'm, kind of interested.
The only thing that I know about Doom Patrol is what was on Teen Titans. That's it.
Yeah, but yeah, it'll be interesting. And then they're supposed to do like a Swamp Thing show,
Yeah.
but the Kaylee Kuko as Harley Quinn. I don't know about that. That's
I,
kind of
I don't know. And the teaser was weird too because it was very fourth wall breaking, which I don't associate with DC.
I mean, Harley Quinn's done that sometimes, I think.
I mean,
but
like she straight up called out Deadpool.
I mean, that's what DC's
Unlike
tried to do. They've
that
tried to make her the
that
Deadpool.
cartoon, this one's actually coming out.
Yeah, that's man, that sucks. I was looking forward to that cartoon.
I honestly I heard that there was a Deadpool cartoon from that. I didn't know there was.
No,
it
was going to be an FX, and it was going to be oh, what's his name? Donald Glover. He was going to be doing it. Not voicing Deadpool, but he was going to be like creating it.
I had no idea.
And then I think the Fox buyout thing happened, and then I don't know what happened. It was around that time where it kind of got canned. But yeah. But certain streaming services, yeah, like Hulu, Netflix, sure. Verve, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm interested in what Disney's is going to be because they've said, Bob Iger, the CEO of Disney, has said it's going to be like significantly cheaper than Netflix. And we know Disney has like a lot of content, and with them acquiring Fox, there could be more content added to that.
What did I hear about recently where the subscription is like $2 a month? Can't think of.
I mean, if Disney could come out with the subscription that was like $5 a month, that would just be like, that'd be a hit, I think. Because Disney has so much content.
Yeah.
Give me a place to be able to go back and, watch, anything from like old TV shows to old cartoons to, some of their to their movies to like just a variety of things. And they should call it the Vault. That's the best name I've thought of. Like,
well, I mean, that's where they claim those movies go.
they haven't done that. Like, oh, it's going back in the vault. Hurry up! I haven't seen that in like so long. Because
Neither
that
have
was
I.
that was a thing
but
back in the day. You'd get the commercials where it was like, "Oh, Hercules," or uh, "The Lion King, get it now because it won't be long before it goes back in the vault." And then it was like, "Yeah, you can't buy that movie anymore because it's in Disney's vault." That was a thing. Like,
yeah.
that's a thing. I don't think the generation now, like that's
Oh,
just a
sure,
thing I
if they're
don't think they
5.
understand.
Sure, if they're like 5, but that was definitely a thing. You know,
It's been
4 years ago. I definitely remember seeing commercials for that 4 years ago.
has it? I guess I haven't really watched TV, or maybe I don't watch
Yeah,
those type
that's
of
the thing.
channels where
I
there'd be
don't see that
commercials
stuff
for.
anymore because I don't have TV. There's a lot of stuff I don't see anymore because I don't have TV.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen those commercials in so long, so that's just something, it's like I don't know if that's a thing anymore because now you can
It
just
might
like
be. I think it
buy
is.
things. You can
I
just
think it
buy
still
things
is.
digitally now. So, like, are there Disney movies you can't buy digitally now? Like, I don't know. It's
It's a good
weird, but
question.
like I said,
Um,
add the Fox properties to their, the Disney content, the Disney library, and that streaming service could be
pretty sure
massive.
you can't buy Brink digitally. There's one. There's the Disney movie.
Can you buy those? Could you ever buy those movies though? The Disney like originals that
I
aired on TV?
I would I thought so.
I don't remember them ever being like released on video. Like I don't ever remember seeing like Halloween Town on video or stuff like that.
You just say that, and I just found one. Yeah, yeah. Here's Smart House. You can buy on DVD.
Oh God, Smart House. That man. Thinking about that movie now, like that was Katie Seagal, right?
um, Married with Children. I don't know her name.
I think that's her Katie Seagal.
Yep.
Married with
Yes.
Children, Leela,
Yes.
from Futurama, and the role I associate her with most, um, Gemma from Sons of Anarchy. Oh my God, that role changed the way I see her because that role was like, oh my God, this is such a badass character who takes shit from nobody. Don't fuck with this character. She is a mom slash grandma who's like just such a badass. Like, yeah. But before then, it was Peggy Bundy. But
Yes. You can buy those on DVD.
I wonder. Oh, that's interesting. 'Cause I don't remember ever seeing them like when they were releasing. Like I don't ever remember seeing them at like Walmart, for instance, or stuff like that. Huh. But yeah. Anyways, that would be a lot of content, and then what is it? The I forgot. Are the Marvel TV shows that they announced? Are those going to be part of the streaming service?
Um.
Like they announced there was going to be a Loki and a Scarlet Witch show. Like each get their own show. It's the same actors from the movies.
See, the Netflix deal expires in 2020.
I know those shows aren't going to be on Netflix. I know that.
There are no current plans to remove the Netflix original series.
Yeah, but these new ones, I don't know what they're going to be on. They're going to be on like actual TV or if they're going to be on like the streaming service. Oh, streaming service. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Loki, Scarlet Witch, and other Marvel heroes to get own TV series on Disney streaming service. Which, I mean, yeah, I'm down for. They're supposed to be like from anywhere from 6 to 8 episodes, so it's not going to be like, hopefully that's, you know, small enough, limited series where it's going to tell a specific story and not a lot of filler, because there's not a lot of room for filler in, like 6 to 8 episodes. So it's kind of like the way the British do their shows. And everyone wants more Loki, so
Sure, yeah. Except he's dead. Spoilers.
I mean, have you seen the theories where he was actually uh Bruce Banner? Loki was actually pretending to be Bruce Banner, and that's why he wasn't
And that's
hulking
why
out.
he couldn't transform?
Yeah, I
Huh.
kind of like that theory.
Not a
It's
bad
kind
theory,
of
but
good.
then where's Bruce Banner?
That's the question, yeah, and that's why we get, that's why there's the Hulk, and I don't know. I like that theory. It's interesting, but
It is a good theory.
it's not the first time or the second time we've seen Loki. Oh, he's dead. Oh, he's not really dead.
Yeah.
So yeah, but that'd be. I'm kind of interested in seeing what other characters they can, you know, um, give a little more backstory for. Like a 6 to 8 part, mini series or whatever. Like I think there are a lot of people who are wanting Valkyrie to get her own little show.
Sure. That'd be I'd be okay with that. She was pretty good.
I kind of would want to see Hawkeye get one, because we know he's never going to get a movie.
Maybe a what the fuck has he been doing lately thing? Yeah, sure.
Which apparently, like, he's supposed to be in the next Avengers. Like, he's supposed to be Ronin.
Okay.
There's like rumors that like his family got killed in the Thanos snap.
I think I've heard that theory, yeah.
Man, I'm just like so excited for the next Avengers movie. Like, there's been like leaks of like Thanos's new sword, and it's like completely balanced or whatever. Apparently, just the thought of that is kind of like weird. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting, but yeah, like there are some, like we were originally saying, there are some streaming services where it's like, why would you do that? Like, there's just not a like, it's like, oh, you could pay for Star's streaming service. Well, like
Right. Like no, I don't want to.
maybe for a month to binge watch whatever stuff they have, but it's like they don't have enough stuff to keep you like same with like Showtime and all those others. It's like I could see maybe doing, if there's a month free trial, or subscribing a month every like once a year or something like that, just to watch through all the stuff they have. But that's
Yeah.
stretching it.
There's a reason that piracy's back on the rise. Anyway, let's kind of move on. We kind of went away from that topic and then
Yeah, well, that's what we do. But
there's a Windows update coming up this month. And hopefully this will be fixed by the time that most people get it.
it's supposed to be a big update too, isn't it?
It is a big update. And I was actually kind of looking forward to some of the things that was in it. or at least seeing them.
Like they're supposed to be like Android compatibility.
Yes,
Like
yes, there's Android compatibility. I want to see if game mode's any better, because right now it's fine as long as you're not a streamer. But if you're a streamer, don't use game mode.
what's the game mode?
Game mode is every time you start up a game, it comes up saying, "Hey, if you press Windows G, you can pull up the game mode bar."
Oh, okay.
And that's now not becoming a bar anymore. That's becoming its own separate app.
So it's just their record that stuff.
Yes,
and,
yes,
yeah, okay.
it's that.
I
But
don't
right
use
now,
that ever.
no, because you're probably a multitasker, right? Because it's not good for multitasking. It's terrible. But if you don't multitask, it actually improves your game performance.
I mean, yeah, we run like OBS. We have like OBS.
Yes,
and,
yes, we're
our
running
game
like five or different things at the same time. It's terrible if you are a streamer.
It's gotten to a point where I like Chrome, but maybe I want like Firefox or another for when I'm doing all this multitasking stuff. Like when I'm streaming, maybe I want a browser that's not going to be, eating up so much memory and other stuff.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about that lately.
But with this new update, 18.1809, it's been erasing data for people.
I saw this, yeah. It's like back up your data because the update has been, just erasing.
Yeah, it's erasing, pictures, music, documents. So hopefully this will be fixed by the time this goes public, because it's not public yet, I don't think. Microsoft has yet to begin to push out the Windows 10 October update to the public, but people who have like early access, this is happening too.
The insiders, Windows insiders. I think I'm technically part of, but I don't think I have it set up to download this stuff. I don't know.
Well, then you're in luck.
I don't know.
Now, this isn't happening to everybody. It's not 100% case, because there's a YouTuber that I watch sometimes, EposFox. He actually posted the other day a video of the Windows 10 stuff that he was kind of disappointed that it was in the beta version, but it's not going to be in the release version. A more controlled version of the game mode stuff. Like you could actually say how much was going to be used for, like how much power or how much CPU and GPU was going to be used for that stuff.
That's
to actually
interesting.
be maybe useful for streamers, but it's not actually in the
so like dedicate 20% to this. Okay.
But it's actually not going to happen, and he did not mention that it erases data at all. So this, and he would have. So, yeah. Be careful if you are a person who is have early access. Be careful downloading the next the October update.
Yeah, I don't know. I just never really been too big on like, oh, I've got to have the next coolest window, because
I haven't either, because there's just
it's such a pain in the ass if something breaks and you have to reinstall everything. Like,
yeah, more times than not,
where it's like I have all my games installed on an external hard drive, so if the Xbox early update thing. Like if something with that is breaking and I can't do something, I can always revert back and I don't have to reinstall all my games or,
Yeah, Windows can be kind of definitely finicky. Like why in the fuck is the system restore points? It's off by default. You have to turn it on to enable system restores. And when you have a big update, it turns it back off and deletes your reset points. So like, what the fuck? It'll and for my audio, I have like 7 different audio inputs and outputs. It always erases my data on those and puts it back to default names. So I got to figure out, okay, this one is my game audio. This one is my voice chat audio. This one is my speakers. This one is my is that okay? It
Luckily,
erases
like,
all that. It
what is
has
it,
passed 2 times.
the Streamlabs OBS now like saves it in the cloud, so all your scenes and stuff are.
Yeah,
That's kind of
Yeah.
nice. More things need to do that. We need to see more stuff like that where it's like, oh, it saves your settings. So all you
Well,
got to
I was actually looking at the Logitech G Hub, and that stuff's going to be saved to the like your game profiles and stuff is going to be saved to the cloud with when that eventually comes out of early access, which I really hope that it will support older devices and not just the latest and greatest stuff. Because hey, I don't want a mechanical keyboard. Logitech.
Yeah, too clicky.
Okay, it's not that I don't want one. It's give me one with a bunch of macro keys. Because I'm looking at 18 right now, and I've got 3 different sets. So that's a bunch of macros I can use. And the only one that has macros are up to 9. What? Get rid of half of them. Sucks. I use them.
Yeah. I mean, in us, we got like you were saying, we have so many different things. We're settings for this and that, and having to reinstall all the stuff we have for all the different things we do. Like, it's just a pain, not simple and easy.
Yeah. I was actually redoing some of my macros today for my games because I actually use the like the same macro for like Extreme Labs, but like with the game profiles, I've got to set it to each game. I got to drag and drop that macro to each profile. I can't have like persistent like, hey, this will do this across all profiles. And with this new Logitech G Hub, it will do exactly what I want it to do, but my shit's not supported, so I can't use it. So that's why I'm hoping that, hey, Logitech, I know you're listening to us. Support the older stuff, please. Like for instance, like the G510 and G600. Thanks.
Yeah. Anyways, I guess that's it.
Yeah.
Got nothing really else. I've been looking this whole time, and haven't come across really anything worth talking about. So, yeah. Anyways, be sure to check out our website, thegeeksftw.com. There's links to our streaming platforms. We stream on, YouTube, Mixer, Twitch. There's links to Twitter, Facebook. Follow us on Twitter is the best way to get any and all notifications regarding whether we're streaming, us playing something or streaming the show recording. Follow us at the GeeksFTW. Stuart is at Casual Terror, and I am at Geeky William. And
before we end, just a reminder, test happens every year. I know, first weekend in November, Extra Life. Week from Wednesday, and around the time I actually start using Facebook again, I put it on Twitter. I will definitely be putting stuff out there because I will be going for Extra Life again this year. Be the November 3rd and the 4th from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard on both days, splitting 24 hours up again this year because I loved that last year.
That's cool. Yeah. So definitely, definitely check that out. And I guess that's it. Episode 318 is done, and we'll see you next week.
Bye. Okay. I spent most of the day playing with actually Streamlabs OBS today. Just because I didn't like my new alerts, so I kind of created a bunch of new ones, and that took all fucking day just playing with that stuff.
Oh wow, I bet. Yeah, I could see that.
I came really close to buying a Nerd or Die out. I'll actually show it to you because it actually looks pretty cool. I like it. Load. That one there. And I feel like, yeah, that's, the work that they did to put into that. I think they kind of do deserve some money for that.
Yeah.
It's only $18. Not a whole lot. But I didn't.
If I ever did something like that, I'd like maybe go to Fiverr and find someone to do like custom stuff,
I mean, this one here, you can actually completely customize like the colors of everything.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, you're not just stuck with the white or whatever. You can customize everything to exactly what you want it to be.
Yeah. I I don't know. I don't like the fact that they're releasing Deadpool 2 and a PG-13 version of it.
I
But
didn't know they were.
I really want to see that scene, like of him and Fred Savage recreating
I haven't seen it.
I just sent you during the show. I sent you the link to the like a picture of it. Recreating the like Princess Bride thing.
Nice.
Where he's sick in bed, and I want to see that scene at least. Oh, it's just
I have yet to see Deadpool 2.
oh, that's really good. Have you had it spoiled for you?
Nope.
Okay, so you don't know about the surprise character?
Nope.
Good.
Trying to think, like, is it Darth Maul? No, wrong movie. Although it could be.
No, that's good that you're not spoiled. You need to see it then.
Is it streaming yet?
Like
Deadpool 2. Can rent it at least. I might.
yeah. It's good. It's a lot of people were kind of worried about Deadpool getting a sequel because they were like, "Oh, it's gonna have bigger budget. It's not gonna be as good." But it's up there with the first one.
I still haven't rented Ready Player One or watched it again and like paused it like I said I would.
Oh wow, I'm shocked. Yeah, I was actually thinking of watching that soon too. I would have thought you would have done that already.
No, I haven't. I may end up watching a bunch of movies this weekend.
Yeah, sounds good. I may do the same thing.
Holy crap, Just Watch looks at a lot. Okay, Just Watch just shows you how many fucking apps. Ugh. How many streaming services there are. Ridiculous. 7, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 23, 30, 32, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48.
Yeah, but I mean, how many of that's like, oh,
And that's
this is
just Watch. It doesn't
how many
have the new stuff.
how many of those are like streaming services versus like streaming stores, like the Google Play Store and iTunes and Voodoo and you know stuff like that. Like, there's a lot of
Yeah.
the ones where it's like it's not necessarily a streaming subscription service, I should say. There we go.
Yeah, and I don't know what a lot of these even are, so I can't even narrow that down.
But yeah, like Stars, Epic, like Showtime, HBO, all those. It's just like no. And then it's like FX Now or FX Plus is one now where you can watch. I saw you could watch like the Sons of Anarchy like spin-off show. You could watch that early if you subscribe to it. And I'm like, what? No. Okay, whatever. That's dumb.
Yeah, so I was like, hey, Cody, I need to get you working again.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think my Xbox. It's on Xbox, so
I have no reason to watch it on Xbox. Because
Cody.
my Xbox is on my computer already. It's hooked up to my PC.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not hooked up to my TV. I've got a Fire Stick for that. I can use Cody on my Fire Stick.
Okay. Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm like, ugh, sometimes I kind of want to watch some stuff that, like, I want to use the Xbox on my main TV, but I have it hooked up to this, my TV next to my little TV next to my computer monitors. But ugh, I don't know.
Yeah, I think I've gotten used to reading text. I don't think I can hook it up to my TV again.
Oh, you mean like for anime?
Well, no, actually, that's not. No, it's like, um, I I feel like game developers now, like little like tutorial pop-ups, they're designed for people to sit at their desk now and play games. Because holy fuck, I cannot read on the TV. It's too damn small.
Tell you one thing that I was starting to watch that, was it Jack Ryan show?
I've seen a couple.
It's getting irritating because it's like, oh, okay, we're gonna switch to this terrorist family or whatever, this terrorist guy and his family or whatever, and it's all subtitles because they're speaking a different language, and it's like, oh my god, how much is there of this? Like, really? Because it's like I was like watching it while I'm trying to do something else, like, oh, I'm gonna mess around on my phone while I watch, and it's like I can't do that. I have to, like, and it's like constantly, it's like feels like, at least a third of it's like subtitles because they're in like they're going to like the bad guy and they're seeing his side of things, and it's, he's speaking a different language and there's subtitles, and it's just like I just stopped watching it. I'll probably go back to it, but it just got frustrating to where it's like, no, I'm gonna go
Oh
watch.
no, they're making you watch the show. How dare they?
Well, they're making me like fully pay attention and to where the point where I have to
Oh
read.
no. How dare they?
I don't like to
They're making you
read.
watch the show.
I mean, do something compelling to have me watch it. Put some cool action scenes or stuff like that, but just don't have it to where it's like, oh, we're gonna give you this filler of this terrorist who's, you know, his family's trying to escape from him and blah blah. And it's like this really doesn't have anything to do with anything. It's just filler.
How about a text conversation and looks like the shittiest video game ever between a terrorist Jack Ryan? That happens, but well.
Okay, I know the
Yeah.
terrorist uses a video game to communicate with one of
Yeah.
his terrorist friends.
And then you actually see that. You actually see the game. It looks like a terrible game.
It's like a PS2
Terrible.
game.
It looks terrible. That's like the only scene I remember because I haven't watched the whole thing. I barely watched any of it.
That's in like the
Um,
second or third episode.
It's like the
That's
10th,
not in the
I
first.
thought.
No.
No, I went over to watch to have a cookout at my parents' house, and my sister was watching it, and I
Maybe the game thing comes back, but that was in like the second or third episode where the the terrorist dude like rummages through the games that are at the house. He's, it's a friend of his house and his kids' games. He's rummaging through it, and then he puts it in, and then like the terrorist group is like on their computers, and they're like, "Oh, he's activated it. Oh, we have to talk to him."
No, this happens later when like they're in like Jack Ryan's team is in like this room going, okay, we gotta say this to this guy. Okay, say it this way.
Okay, then that comes back. Huh. Weird.
Jack Ryan has to prove that he's that dude's brother that they killed,
Yeah.
apparently.
When they find the game, the was it the kids are playing it, and they're like, "Man, this game sucks. This is horrible." They're like, "This is horrible," and it was. And then they're like, "It was just it was in it. We didn't put it in the console or anything. It was just in it for some reason." Because one of the good guys is like, "Why are you playing it then?" And that's when they figure out, "Oh, this is a way for the terrorist to, secretly talk to his terrorist organization." But yeah, I just got to a point where I'm just like, I don't want to, I don't want to not nice. I mean, if it was compelling stuff, yeah, that's different. But it's just like, it just feels like filler nonsense. Like I don't care about this terrorist's family trying to get away from him. Like I don't need to, long. I don't need multiple scenes of that. You know.
For some reason, I was you kind of actually just reminded me of an old Simpsons clip. Yeah, I'm elected to lead, not to read.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. But yeah, I was like, oh, I'm gonna watch something else, and I think I went to watch Sneaky Pete. That's pretty good.
I saw the
And
trailer for it. It looked okay, interesting.
yeah, it's pretty. It's, it's a good show. It's definitely, especially since there's like 2 seasons of it, you can just sit down and watch it through. I don't know if it was like a show, if it was an episode to episode, it just started. I don't know how interested I'd be in it. But then again, the first season has Bryan Cranston in it, so that kind of sells it for me. And he's like kind of the villain of it, so it's always good to see Bryan Cranston as a bad guy.
I mean, that's what he's known for now. Back back in the day, Power Rangers. Then came
The dad from Malcolm in the Middle, yeah.
yeah, really.
Oh, I can't believe that. The dad from Malcolm in the Middle is the same as Walter White. Like that's just polar opposite characters.
And I love the fan theory that connects them.
Yeah, I saw that. It doesn't really fit with the show though. Like the way the show ends. Because spoilers, he dies at the end.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but he faked
So
his death.
I guess, but
It's real.
he all of a sudden looks younger than he does. Like I don't know. It's
Makeup.
yeah. I never really liked Malcolm in the Middle much. It was a little too out there for me.
I watched it from time to time.
I watch anything else? I watched Sneaky Pete, The Orville, The How Not to Summon a Demon Lord.
Watch Attack on Titan.
I should, yeah.
Should watch My Hero Academia.
That's gonna get a season 4. I saw today.
Yeah. And I almost went to go see the movie this weekend or this week.
Oh, there's a movie? I didn't know.
Yeah, and it's very obvious where the movie falls in when you're watching the show, because like it comes to like an episode like, you know, cliffhanger, like this guy just entered the fray. I wonder what's going to happen next episode. Or I wonder what's going to happen next. But it won't be next episode, because next episode is just a setup for the movie.
Huh.
Like they actually like, you know, take you out and like, oh, let's rewind time a bit to back here and let's set the movie up.
Interesting.
Like, yeah. So, and they even come up, you know, at the end of the episode. If you want to find out what happens on that adventure, go to the theaters and watch the movie. Because we're in it. It's okay.
You still need to watch The Good Place. Season 3 of that started. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Oh.
I don't think I even know what that show's about.
The afterlife.
Okay.
Like Kristen Bell's character dies and she's in the good place and she's there on accident. Her character got mixed up with a different, you know, person with the same name, and she's supposed to be in the bad place, and she has having to. That's the premise of it.
And she has to become the Grim Reaper. Take souls. Oh wait, no, that's Dead Like Me.
So much has happened in that show. I really had to think like, oh, how do I describe the show without spoiling anything? Because season 1, like the end of that, oh my god, it's crazy. Like, it's pretty good. I like it. There's some good characters.
I don't know. For some reason, with knowing nothing about it, just knowing the name, I was like, it's about a bar. I don't know.
Kristen Bell is amazing in the show. Oh my god. Oh, and like, oh, she is amazing. Like, give me more Kristen Bell. And we're getting more Kristen Bell because Veronica Mars is coming back to Hulu. So, hooray. But yeah, first 2 seasons of that's on Netflix. Pretty good. Sucks having to watch like it episode to episode, but it's a good show. And was it what's his name?
Oh, that's another
Ted
movie I want
Danson.
to watch.
He's pretty funny in it.
Upgrade. Totally want to watch Upgrade.
What was it? I saw.
That's the movie where the dude gets like a chip in his head, and like he can now do this amazing things and murder tons of people.
That's kind of weird.
You haven't seen the trailer for it?
I don't think so.
It was definitely put on our Google Hangout.
Oh God. You've seen the first season, or no? Have you seen Orville the first season? I forgot.
I've seen parts.
saw
I've seen up until the episode, the episode where they're determining whether the baby should get a sex change.
Some of those stories are like, oh my God, this is like political. It's crazy.
It sounds ridiculous. It's like the baby getting a sex change. Like it's very very, very topical. But that's what Star Trek was. Star Trek was very topical.
Yeah. Like I gotta be honest, at the when was it the first scene he sees his wife cheating on him with the blue dude. I didn't realize, I wasn't paying attention to who the actress was.
Oh yeah.
And then I realized, and when we see her again, I'm like, oh my God, that's Adrian Palicki. Oh my God, that's awesome. Because she's in S.H.I.E.L.D. and I loved her in S.H.I.E.L.D. Oh my God, she has some hilarious moments in that show. There's a part where she's being tortured, I think, and they're asking her like secrets or whatever, and she's like, okay, I'll tell you where my friends are, and she describes the Central Perk in like the Friends Cafe. Oh my God, I like just that show is really good. They even made I think they made a reference to the Blue Harvest, the Family Guy Star Wars movie. I think I want to say it was a reference to that because there was a part where they were like flying in a bad area and they were like, roll the windows up. And I'm like, oh my God, that's reference. That has to be a reference. That has to be a reference from that.
Or they're just making the same joke.
I want to think it's
the same. It's the same dude.
Yeah, so I'm hoping it's a reference and not just, lazy writing, but yeah.
Watch the trailer that I just put into Discord.
It's a long trailer. This is kind of crazy. And this is already out to rent?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I just love the scene in the trailer where he's hitting the guy with plates and stuff and going, oh shit, oh God, oh no.
Yeah. He's got a knife. We've got a knife too. It looks pretty crazy, yeah. It looks like it could be really good. God, now you have me wanting a pizza now. Ugh.
Yeah, I'm really close to ordering extraordinary pizza. Run by the kids who run by the kids who owned ordinary pizza. It's one of those things.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. CD Pizza. It's got these lines of like, oh, the kids of ordinary pizza do extraordinary pizza. Yeah.
Hmm.
And like they do like really thick pizza apparently. Like they do the thing I really like, which is they put the toppings under the cheese.
Oh, you're one of those people? Ugh.
Oh yeah. Oh, what the no, that's the best.
Oh, because sometimes you just want to pick off a pepperoni and just eat it before you eat the pizza.
Yeah, but when you got toppings on it, you take a bite, all of it falls off.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Each their own, I guess.
Speaking of which, I haven't eaten yet, and I'm quite hungry. Wanna go get some food?
Alrighty. I'll talk to you later.
See ya.